early 1950s, the Soviet Union's nuclear testing program was in full swing. Behind the design of what would become the hydrogen bomb was the Russian physicist Andrei Saharov.
In 1955, he realized with stark clarity after some conversations with the Soviet military that he had been instrumental in giving the most terrifying weapon to the government without having any control over its use.
A little more than a decade later, Sakharov began publicly calling for the reduction of nuclear weapons. He even wrote to the government of the Soviet Union, warning them of the dangers of a nuclear arms race.
Only when he got no response, he felt he had to publish it, and it was published in the West.
The relationship between the physicist and the leaders of the Soviet Union hit a new low. But there were other reasons for this animosity. Sakharov was growing more interested in human rights advocacy and the defense of political prisoners. In 1975, he became involved in drafting the Helsinki Accords. This document aimed at improving relations between the communist East and the capitalist West.
What the Soviet leaders didn't anticipate was that somebody would read the following articles, and the Article 7 of the Helsinki Accord, called Respect for Human Rights and Fundamental Freedoms.
That year, Sakharov was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
He continued to be the moral authority and the kind of a grand figure of the dissident movement.
By this point, Sakharov had become a thorn in the side of the Soviet Union authorities. They sent him into exile in the Russian city of Gorky, where he spent 7 years.
He was kind of exiled without a court decree and put under a regime which was reminiscent of a house arrest, although it wasn't called like that.
After his release, the dissident turned to national politics, where he remained active until his death in 1989. More than a century after Sakharov's birth, his spirit is still very much alive and relevant today.
Сахаров – это символ шире, чем только советский. Конечно, Сахаров, его идеи о том, что прогресс, мир, безопасность и права человека – это связанные друг с другом, неразрывно связанные вещи, это очень-очень важно.
In 1988, the European Parliament created the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought to honor the Russian dissident's work. Sakharov supported the prize, knowing it would encourage human rights defenders. In 2009, the International Civil Rights and Historical Society Memorial won the award.
И когда тот человек, с которым мы начинали вместе, да, вот работу мемориала, его премия приходит в мемориал, это очень лестно. Это очень лестно. Очень важно, потому что такая премия, как вот премия Андрея Дмитриевича Сахарова, она наглядно показывает неразрывность прав человека во всем мире.
For over 30 years, the European Parliament has rewarded courageous individuals and organisations. From political opposition to victims of religious fanaticism.
Это как показатель для остального мира, что все можно решить мирно, спокойно, с достоинством.
The principle of this award is this person have expressed his freedom of thought and he dedicated his life to human rights.
Este premio nos refuerza. Este premio nos da más energía para seguir luchando por los valores y principios de la democracia que ustedes comparten.
نحن ننظر إلى أوروبا رمزاً للإنسانية، فأوروبا تثبت اليوم بأنها كذلك بالفعل.
The ongoing work of the Sakharov Prize ensures the European Parliament continues to shine a light on the work of human rights defenders, wherever they are.